Hello and welcome to Bay Fundy Fortunes. My name is Natalie. I'm an empath, intuitive card reader, and a visionary as well. I'm here to do the general reading for the last couple of weeks of May here, from the 18th, 19th, and through to May 31st, 2018. This is for the sign of Libra. So why don't we get right into it here? Let me see. We'll get your shuffle started. Everything's been cleansed and refreshed for you as well. I'm burning my candle this evening from intuitivecandles.com for those of you that are new. They are 100% handcrafted candles made right here in New Brunswick, Canada, and they're 100% soy-based with a good long 40-hour plus burn on them, and they burn very, very clean. Easy cleanup as well, should you ever spill. When the wax melts down, you're left with beautiful reveals, gems, and crystals, quartz, and all kinds of great pendants and beautiful stuff. And right now, should you be inclined to order one of their candles and you get any scent that you want, go to intuitivecandles.com and use promotional code because you can get 10% off your order at this time. And the promotional code that you use is BOFF10. It stands for Bay of Fundy Fortunes 10, the number 10. BOFF10. You'll get 10% off your order. Okay, Libra. I'm always have a slight interest in the Libra readings. I'm Libalizing. I'm Libalizing. There's a whole new word. I'm a Libra rising. There we go. Libalizing. Okie dokie. Okay, I'm going to, come on. I said I was going to stop here. I agreed. I'm going to cut the deck, consult with pendulum. Ashes all over me. Okay. All right. This is a free general public reading for the sign of Libra. Of the top 5 cards as this deck stands, the 5 cards that are meant for this Libra spread. Could I get a bit more from you, please? So I know that this is, yeah, a little more oomph behind that. I want a wider swing, please. So I know, yes, okay, that's getting better. Thank you very much. Okay, now you can stop. He says, she just gets me started and she makes me stop. There we go. All right. Here we go, Libra. I moved my tea over here somewhere, I guess. There we are. Okay. Your overall energy for the last 2 weeks of the month here is a Queen of Wands, and she's all about passion. It's your overall energy. It's good. Nice. Page of Pentacles falls into your finances and wealth, and it's all about opportunity. In your hearth, your home, your love, your intimate life, and all the people within that sphere for you, you've got the 9 of Swords, all about anxiety. Your challenges for the month, 10 of Wands and responsibility, not the month, but the last 2 weeks, because I get nailed if I'm not real literal here. You guys all know this for the last half of the month here, what's left of it. And your message from Spirit, understanding, King of Cups. All right. Okay. These readings, this last half of the month, I don't know. So far, like Cancers, I think it's got the best one so far, which is unusual. But it's long overdue as well. that some real good comes for them. I hope a lot of that comes and resonates with a lot of people. It resonates with me. So this is the other side. This is my Libra rising too. So anyway, this is your overall energy for the month. And I'm just pulling it together here. I'm looking at the last half of the month here overall. The things that might be happening and carrying on the last couple of months, the things are going to be based, passion based. There's going to be some high emotions running here as well, even though it is wands, because passion is an emotional thing. You're feeling passion for anything. The energy this brings is very dynamic. It carries communications are being brought forward because you're going to find yourself doing a lot more talking and communicating with people. Learning from others' mistakes, paying attention to examples, feeling inspired through beliefs and works, and wishing the best for yourself, but you wish it for everybody else. It's very, very generous of you, Libra. In relationships, as far as this goes, this card speaks to the heart, where communication is vital, especially in this situation. Frustration can arise from trying to talk to, reach to, interact with, communicate with people that are closed off in their emotions, so they're devoid of, expression. They're hard to read. They're hard to reach. If you identify with some of these traits as saying that sounds like it's all about me, the message for you with this card is now it's time for you, Libra, to explore your passions. So the advice is to do that, to explore your passions. Look to unconventional people, go to brand new places, expose yourself to things you've never been exposed before. It might take a little bit of bravery to do that, but you're being nudged in that direction. Follow your intuition, wherever it's telling you to go and wherever it's pulling you to. Keywords are enthusiasm, leadership comes into play, creativity, intuition, strength, relationships, and integrity. Keep your integrity about you, always. In your finances and wealth, we're looking at the Page of Pentacles, and you're about to get some news on a new venture for making some money. This could be even new work, a new job. But there is news coming your way. I mean, it's going to be good news, and it's got to do with the bottom line here. It's got to do with money. And it's falling into your financial sector as well. Bada boom, bada bing. Work and education may come to the forefront here. When this card shows up, it brings hope that a wish is granted. This card also brings pending job offers. There you go. Selling or buying property, that's going to happen for you soon as well. So says Tarot. You got to watch the paperwork, though. Paperwork can get a little tricky, so be aware of that. Be on top of that. Make sure you go over everything with a fine-tooth comb. Look for things that are wrong. Red flag the things where you say what if to, and bring that back to the person on the other side of the contract. Get clarification. The advice is to look for offers on property, on jobs, on work, contracts. I'm talking contracted work. There's a good opportunity on the horizon for some of you. You just need to be diligent and check out your normal avenues of contacts as well. People that you know that are in the business, whatever your business is, whatever it is that you're looking for. Don't be afraid to step forward and ask, and keep things current with those people as well on a regular basis anyway, whether you need them or not, because they might need you down the road. So keep in contact. Your keywords are money, messages, communications, work, luck, confidence, and optimism. It's a good turn for you. That's really, really good. Okay, so your next card, Libra, is the Nine of Swords and anxiety. This is the worry card of tarot. All right. This surrounds your most personal life, personal part, your close relationships. There could be, for some of you, remember this is a general reading that might not resonate with you at all. And don't get mad at me if it does. This is tarot. If you can't stomach what comes from tarot, or even from me, you shouldn't even be watching tarot readings. I'm saying it for a reason. I know most of you are not like that. It's just the odd one. But with this card, I mean, it's the worry card. And it's more about how you think and how you feel and what's actually going on anyway. It's not really anything to be too concerned or worried about. But tarot is recognizing you've got some turbulence in your personal life. There's trouble brewing beneath the surface, and you're holding it in. It's eating you up. This could be a relationship issue. This could be work. That's, you're worried about your job or a relationship of some kind. What it is you're holding it all in, and it's eating a hole in you. You need to vet those feelings are energies on their own, and energy needs to be able to move freely. And if you're keeping it held down and locked in place, you're not letting it come up. You're not talking about it. You're not giving it an out. Energy needs to spread its legs, you might say. It's coming out in dreams. You're going to start, if you're not already having nightmares about it. That's not good. Keeping you up at night. But you got to remember this. Here's the advice, and it's the best advice you can have, because you're not sleeping well due to stress and overthinking, of course. The advice is, what keeps you up at 3 a.m. always looks small in the light of day. So what you need to practice doing is keeping your perspective when negative thoughts get in the way. All right, when they start floating in, then it's time for you to do that. Keywords here are panic attacks, guilt, insomnia, nightmares, stress, and a mental overload. And for some of you, this is relationship based. For others, yes, it can still be work related because it's based around your intimate life, but work is such a big part of our lives. It's huge. It can't be dismissed because of the placement. I'm not dismissing it because my intuition is saying don't dismiss that. It's going to ring true for some. It's going to be in your career, your choice of work, your field of study, whatever. Anyways, okay, let's move on. So the challenges for the rest of the month, Libra. It's 10 of Wands, and it's all about responsibility. I'd like to have a break from responsibility. I don't know about you guys, but I could use it. This is the overwhelmed card of tarot. Like, I didn't need to hear this either. I don't want to be relating and resonating with this at all with me. I really don't. You're going to hit a period here in the last 2 weeks of the month when for some of you, this is a handful of you. There's going to be there's so much going on. There's too much going on. There's too much to even think about. You can't even formulate a straight, solid, sure thought. You're feeling pressure. For some of you, it's at home. For some of you, it's on the job. For some, it's both places. You're getting it at both ends. That's not good. Not good at all. Especially for Libra. Libra, they like to see everybody get along. They want to get along with everybody. And they try to lighten the load. They try to smooth things over. They're that type, for the most part. The ones that I've known anyway. What's happening is you get pulled into this suck zone, and where you're only seeing small details because you're afraid, with all the craziness going on, that you're going to miss something. So you're really, really focused in, and you're almost obsessed with details on everything that you do right now. It doesn't matter what it is. It's like there's a simmering anger that's going on. I got to do this right. I will not tolerate any more mistakes from me. You're really angry with yourself for some reason, for somebody out there. Some of you, because Libras like everybody to get along, you're the first scapegoats that people like to walk in and take advantage of. You're Mr. Nice Guy or the nice lady, the nice girl or sweet girl or the nice guy, whatever thing. Here's the thing, they can manipulate you, and you could be under the threat of that, so be mindful of that. Somebody may be trying to take advantage of your niceness and mold and form you to their way of thinking. And I don't know what that means. You would know what that means. I don't know what that means. But they want to mold you. There's manipulation going on there, for sure. If you let one person take up too much time, what's going to happen is it's going to happen so gradually that you're not noticing it happening. But on the other hand, it seems to happen real quick. I'm hearing this person's real good. I'm just smelling it. This person's real good at what they do. It's going to get down to you're not going to have any time for your own needs and focus on your own stuff that you got to get done for you. They've taken up all your time. Now this is becoming a huge inconvenience in your life. I'm feeling levels of frustration for some of you. The advice is to set your boundaries to reduce your stress and learn to say no sometimes to people. No. If they'd say it to you, why hold back any different? You realize that when you get older. You got to be true to yourself, man, because nobody else is being true. So you got to be true to yourself, right? Keywords are burdens and overload, confusion, exhaustion, blocks, priorities, and pressures here. These are your challenges. Now your final word. Oh, thank goodness it's a soft, kind one. It is your message from Spirit. Therefore, that's why it is what it is. The Spirit is showing a lot of kindness, a lot of reaching out there. Spirit is going to be taking the edges off, because these things that you're going through, there's points and edges to them where you get hurt. This is all a metaphor, of course. But he's here to round off those edges, to soften the blows, to deflect, to set things the way they should be. It writes, put a balance in there. And when he shows up in your reading, here's the message for you, is that integrity is going to come to the forefront here. That's my favorite English word. You all know that. It's integrity. It says everything about everything. Honor, sensitivity, and devotion. Family, friends, and career are going to be in the forefront as well. If this is an actual person that you know, this person is very, very loyal for life. Or could you be you realizing the loyalties that are truly in your life? People you know are going to be there without question down the road for you in means of support and love. This card can also show you feeling everything that's going on around you, Libra, but you're not always showing it. You just kind of pull back and you get a little distant. When things get to build up, they start building up inside of you. The advice directly, if you're resonating with this card, is that you need to find a way to balance your empathy with for yourself, with fairness to others. You can't leave yourself short-handed, short supply, running low on fuel. Well, you're giving it all away to somebody else. That doesn't serve any real purpose. So you just have to watch out for that. Find a way to do it. The advice is to follow your emotions, but don't feel that you have to explain yourself or what it is you're doing or why you think the way you do to anybody. You don't owe anybody apologies just because they don't agree with you. Keywords are fairness and empathy, sensitivity, loyalty, maturity, commitment, and the final word in your reading is honor. So there you go. That was your reading, Libra. I have to go back and listen to that. I can't even remember. It's gone already now. Anyway, so I hope you enjoyed that. I hope it gave you some hope, some guidance, some insight. Overall, I hope you enjoyed it. Please join us on Facebook, where we have a closed and private group full of like-minded individuals like myself and you under Bay of Funny Fortunes on Facebook. The rest of you, if you're looking for me and I'm not here, you can find me walking on the beach down below and sitting in the sand lately because the weather's warming up, so we're down there a lot more now. And it's nice to sit in the warm sand, and we watch a tide come in and realize that we're watching the highest tides in the world come in and get closer and closer to our feet. And it is the beautiful and the bountiful Bay of Fundy that holds the highest tides in the world. And that's one of our legacies that we give to the world, I guess. And anyways, you'll always catch me with one eye waiting on the next high tide because I'm a high tide junkie. But keep the peace in so you can share that love and light out. And smile at a stranger. If the whole world did that, we could change the world. Smile by smile, it would change the world. Best wishes to you through the rest of the month, and hope to see you back for the June monthlies. Goodbye for now.